Uh, I don't know if anybody can hear me because it look like YouTube's acting kind of weird on my end or anything. So I don't know if I'm giving off a bad delay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I'm giving off a if it's giving off a bad delay or what. I know it just did something kind of crazy, you know. Um, Let me know if y'all can hear me and let me know how the video is running because it's showing that it's dropped frames on my end, and I know a lot of people didn't get the notification when I figured to do this because I know my other account to get the notification, but I see it jumped up to 20 people fast. So y'all let me know y'all can hear me and how the videos looking to y'all. Is it buffering or anything? And y'all must know about this story because y'all coming in kind of fast. Y'all must know about this story. I didn't know nothing about it, but shout out to TK for sending me this story. I find it quite interesting what's going on. Uh, and I see the frames keep dropping. I probably need to um, let's see. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chat, and if y'all tell me if it started buffering anything like that, because it's dropping frames or whatnot. But if y'all can hear me, what's going on, Melanie? What's going on, Tracy L? Y'all let me know. Y'all hear me call your names out. Nada. Hey, what's going on, Bellarella, Joyce, Joe O'Sullivan, Megan. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's still dropping for some reason. I don't know why is it doing that. What's going on, Jay Reed? Okay. I'm getting kind of nervous now because I see the numbers of my drop frames keep going up for some reason. I might need to drop it down a bit if I have to. But we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna leave right where it's at right now. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, what's going on, good people? Laura Bell, what's going on? Um, got a story that, again. TK has sent me, and I find this quite interesting. So it is breaking news. It's fresh. I mean, fresh. Um, Man, this is crazy. But before we get into it, y'all know I gotta hit the intro on y'all. So let's go ahead and hit the intro and let's get right into it. All right, everybody, good morning. I'm sorry for laughing because when I hit that intro, I see a lot of y'all in the comments that be like, "Man, I love that intro." So I'm glad that you like it. But the only thing I hate about it, I get hit with and it's not bad. It's not a strike. It's called a copyright something. So meaning that somebody is they claim the track, which it is somebody else's track. But my videos are still live. At least I hope they are. At least they start blocking this song in certain countries. So that's the only thing I hate about it. But I'm glad that I do like the intro. All right. But anyway, guys, we got a story that's coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, or the outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. And again, thanks for TK for sending me this. So we got a sketch right here of the young man right here. I saw where it say he was 8. Then I saw somewhere say he's 10. Then I saw somewhere he's 8 again. We're gonna get into all that in just a minute. And the guy that you see to the left of me, they saying that he's playing a part in this. So I'm assuming this must have been it must be one of his boys. You know. Now Laura actually is somebody who sampled that track. they sampled that track. It's not my track. It's actually rappers or rappers who have sampled that track and made a rap out of it. So it's not mine. Yeah, so his body was the meat and potatoes of the story. We're gonna get into the news conference and everything. The meat and potatoes of the story is some hikers was hiking on a trail and found this young man's body on the trail. All right. And now since the body has been found, the mother of this child has came and identified him. They had not released his name as of yet. And the guy on the left is playing a part because now they looking for him. Not only are they looking for him, but they looking for another child that's involved in this story. He may have something to do with all this that's going on. Now y'all know how it goes with the children. They're not going to release their names because of how young they are. And I think YouTube has issue with young children names being released in situations like this or whatnot. But of course, I know as the story progress, they are going to release the name of the young man that has been found. So y'all know me, y'all bring it to my attention. We're going to speak on it. We definitely are going to speak on it and whatnot. But as always, guys, let's get into the news clip and let's hear what this story is about. And Tracy, I'm going to be looking for your comments throughout this because you say you know something about it. So you probably can hit me out as the broadcast go on. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hear what's going on with this young man whose body has been found. And we'll take it from here.
A child's body was found today. Police say a hiker found the body in the area of Mountain Spring Trail off of State Route 160. They released this sketch of the boy. Now, according to police, he is 4 feet 11 inches and 123 pounds. Police have been in communication with other agencies in Henderson, North Las Vegas, Nye County, and San Bernardino. However, they say that there is no missing person reports that match this case. So if you know anything at all, you're asked to call police or Crime Stoppers. Well, it is a
All right. So again, I see that the drop frames keep going up. Am I boyfriend or is it like glitching a little bit? Cause I see my drop frames are going to real bad. And I hope I ain't got to stop it and start back over. Because it's going up real bad. So y'all still hear me? Am I glitchy? Is it jumping from frame to frame? Do I need to play the news clip again? Hey, what's going on, baby? If y'all can hear the sound of my voice, is it jumping? And do I need to play the news clip again? Somebody said they can't hear me. Can you hear me now? It's fine? Okay. I don't know what this damn thing doing. All right. What up, Kendra? What's going on? All right, guys. So I don't need to play the news clip again. Y'all let me know if I continue. And if you haven't, please get that thumbs up for your boy. And if you're out in Las Vegas, area, if you know more information about this, please hit me out as I go on with this story because it's still fresh. All right. So since y'all saying everything is good, we're gonna continue then. As I told y'all, the man that we saw earlier, they say he's playing a part of it. Now here we go right here. The search is on for the missing brother of the boy found dead by a hiker near Las Vegas. All right. Here goes the guy. I don't know if I can blow it up. Can I blow it up? No, I ain't gonna let me blow it up, but hopefully y'all can see that clear. Here's the guy, and I'm assuming this the other child that they are looking for. He go to truck, and I guess he go to another picture of the trailer, wherever the hell it is. Let's see what happens if I goes forward. Okay, that's the news conference. We're gonna play that in a minute. We're gonna play it just a minute. Okay, they go to the guy I showed y'all, so they y'all looking for him. Okay, I got that correct. They go to truck that they're looking for, and they go to sketch that I have. Hey TK, glad you made it, boo. Glad that you made it. Thank you for sending this, because as soon as I went live, we had quite a handful of people that came right in, so I guess they know about this story. Okay, LaKendra says she does live in Las Vegas. She said no updates, so you do know about the story. Am I correct? Hey, Crystal, what's going on? Here's what the story say, guys. This was posted at 9:06 a.m. I don't know what time this is on. It's 4:07 my time. So if they posted at 9:06, we're going by y'all time. So it was 11:06 my time when this was posted, and they updated it at 2:32 today. I don't know. That's my time on y'all time. And here's what it says. It says Amber Alert is on the way for a missing 11-year-old boy whose half-brother was identified by a family member as the boy whose body was found by a hiker near Las Vegas Friday morning. Police say the boy's mother identified him as her 8-year-old son at the scene of police sketch. He was not immediately identified by investigators during the Saturday morning update. Then it goes on to say that anyone with information on the whereabouts of the boy's half-brother, 11-year-old Eden Montes, if I said it right, Eden Montes, Montes, is urged to contact authorities immediately. Eden is described by police as Hispanic with brown hair and brown eyes, around 5 feet tall and 110 pounds. He was last seen wearing an unknown color t-shirt with Vans on it, khaki colored pants, and black tennis shoes with the wording champion on them. He was also wearing a black Raiders hat. And this is the young boy who they talking about, the young man who they talking about right here. They looking for him. This is who they looking for. Police say both boys were last seen with their biological father. So both of them were seen with him. On Thursday night, it was around 12 hours later that the 8-year-old body was found near the trailhead on State Route 160, the main roadway between Las Vegas and Pahrump, if I'm saying that right, P-A-H-R-U-M-P, Pahrump. All right, so both boys was last seen with him. All right, now I think we automatically know where this going. If both boys were seen with him and you found the body of one of the boys, then I think we know where this is going. It goes on to say that police are also actively looking for the father, Las Vegas resident Jose Montes Herrera. He is described by police as a 37-year-old Hispanic man with black hair and brown eyes, approximately 5 feet and 9 inches tall and 225 pounds. Both Jose and his son Eden were last seen on May the 27th at around 8 p.m. near the 5100 block of Silverheart Avenue near South Nellis and East Charleston Boulevards. Both Jose and his son Eden were last seen in a white GMC pickup truck with Nevada plates LVUOOX that was pulling a white toy hauler type RV with a checkerboard pattern on the side rear. All hospitals are asked to check their registries for the missing person and notify the police immediately. It should be noted that HIPAA permits disclosure upon request by law enforcement and is authorized pursuant to 45 CFR section 164-512. Anyone with information as to call Las Vegas Police Department at 702-828-3111. The missing persons detail during business hours at 702-828-2907 or by email at the missing persons at lvmpd.com. This is the developing story. Stay with 13 Action News for updates. So guys, this is a developing story. I repeat, this is a developing story outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, where an 8-year-old boy body has been found. Police believe, where they say that this is one of his sons. Let me blow that back up. This is one of Jose's sons. They are actively looking for Jose and the 11-year-old half-brother Eden. An 8-year-old body has been found, which is believed to be Jose's son as well. The mother of the boy body who's missing, let me put it back on my screen. This young man body right here, they have not said his name, but they saying his mother has identified him as her 8-year-old son out there near Las Vegas, Nevada. So to the residents of Las Vegas, Nevada, if you have any information, please call the Las Vegas Police Department as soon as you can and give them detailed information of what's going on with this story. All right? Because as always, children's lives should always matter. Well, at least it does to me. Children's lives should always matter. All right? So with that being said, guys, we're going to get into this police conference that I have. Yes, LaKendra, he may have killed them both. I don't see why he leave one of them alive and killed the other one. I believe so too. So you may be right. You said something to that. And also, I'm gonna tell you something strange, TK. When you send me this story, I'm gonna tell you something strange. There's a news report now that they're saying out there in Canada, 215 children's bodies have been found. 215 remains of children have been found out there in Canada. And I said, holy shit. And you sent me this story of a body has been found. What is the coincidence of that? Seriously, what is the coincidence of that? You sent me this story, then I see where 215 body remains of children have been found out there in Canada by school. It's by a school. And if y'all want me to, I will play that for you a little later at the end of this broadcast. I think this is crazy, and again, you have to do what us do on YouTube and all that, man. You gotta, man, it's hard to do this shit. Plus, again, what I tell you, what I do, working with, troubled teens, adolescents, so they call it, troubled teens and children now. And I have people who ask me, as a matter of fact, even one of the guys who's there, he asked me, he said, Mr. Chris, he said, do you like it here? Do you like working here? And I was saying to myself, how do I answer that? Considering he's one of the guys that I have to make sure that he's safe. How do I answer that question? And I told him straight up, I said, it's a challenge, to work with y'all. It's a challenge because, stuff that y'all been through that we might not understand that you have been through, or we haven't been through ourselves. So we can't just really say we know what y'all going through because we haven't went through what y'all went through unless y'all give us details of your story. Then I can say that, okay, yeah, I'd have been through that before, but I don't know. So it's a challenge to work with y'all because I know y'all don't ask to be here, but whatever happened between you and society and your family has got you in this position, So just like y'all got to learn from y'all mistakes y'all have done, I have to learn y'all, and I have to learn y'all behavior, and I have to keep my mind open that, y'all can't help what y'all been through, I guess, in a sense. And, there's the reason why y'all are here. So let's just leave it at that. Does it make y'all bad children? I don't think it make y'all bad children. But, there's something there that we all have to work on, that get y'all to a better place. And even me as an adult, 41 years old, I had to get myself in a better place, so we just leave it like that, man. I guess he understood where I was coming from, but I don't really like for them to ask me questions like that because I'm looking after them, and I guess he's trying to find out, do I hate them or not? I don't hate y'all at all, because if I hate y'all, I wouldn't took the job in the first place if I hated y'all. So, it's crazy. The whole thing, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a real challenge, to do that. It's a real challenge, especially with the children. It's a real challenge. So anybody who's dealing with a child that has autism, behavioral problems, I want to say from one person to another, even though I'm not a dad, I know what y'all going through. And I know that shit is hard, especially dealing with autism. I know that shit is hard because I see it every day when I go to work now. And I just be like, oh, man, fathers or mothers, or if both of y'all in the home together raising an autistic child, I salute every last one of y'all, because I know what it's like now, because I see it every day when I go to work. I see it every day. And you got some of them that have outbursts. They're not outbursting at you, but, you know, dealing with psychosis. You know, of course, they just gonna have outbursts. They don't mean anything towards you, but they just have outbursts. And you gotta be like, I mean, what can I say? You know, what can I say? You know, they got stuff that they deal with that we just can't understand, and it's hard for them to comprehend a lot of stuff. So I mean, shout out to every last one of y'all who's dealing with children who is dealing with this stuff, man. That shit is a pain, man. But you know, hey, this the way of the world, man. Whew, it's the way of the world. But guys, let's listen to what's going on right here. And if you haven't, please get that thumbs up for your boy.
All right, good morning. I'm Lieutenant Ray Spencer. I'm the Homicide Lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I just want to quickly recap on why we're here this morning. So yesterday morning at around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, we found the body of a young juvenile out on State Route 160. The examination of the crime scene and the victim's body, we immediately launched a homicide investigation. Since then, we have worked continuously.
CC Orleans said, I have an autistic, nonverbal 10-year-old son, single mom. It's so hard, but I so love my baby. Hey, CC Orleans, my hats off to you. I see it. My hats off to you, dear.
And around the clock, trying to identify the victim. We are not here this morning with this announcement if it is not for the support of the community, your viewers, and the media that has assisted us in the coverage that this has gained. As a result of that, at around 1 o'clock this morning, we were contacted by a mother who observed this sketch. That mother stated that she was confident that the sketch that we were showing was her 8-year-old son. For probably 90 minutes, I spoke with the mother on the phone. She shared photographs of her son. And as a result of that conversation, early this morning.
Yeah, George, I just talked about that earlier. You are correct. And I might play it later on. You are correct. I just talked about that earlier.
We sent detectives to her house along with the coroner's office. The coroner spoke with the mother, and the mother viewed photographs of the deceased and made a positive identification that the child that was found yesterday is her 8-year-old son. We also learned that the victim was last seen leaving his house at approximately 9 p.m. on Thursday evening. What we found out is that after leaving the house, he left with his biological father. And first he left with his biological father. They left that residence and picked up another child who is his half-brother. The half-brother is 11-year-old Eden Montez, M-O-N-T-E-S. His photograph is directly off to my left. That is the last time that Eden, the 8-year-old, or the biological father of both children have been seen. Approximately 12 hours after the last time they were seen is when the discovery of the 8-year-old's body was found out on State Route 160. At this point, we are actively looking to locate Eden Montez. We've had no contact with him. Family members have not found or had any contact with him, nor have we had any contact with the father, Jose Montez. Jose Montez is 37 years of age and is a Las Vegas resident. I'm going to share a photograph of the vehicle that he is believed to be driving. It is a 2015 white GMC pickup. It has a Nevada license plate with Las Vegas commemorative license plate LV, U like Union, the number or the letter O again, and X like X-ray. We are in the process of beginning a multi-state Amber Alert for the 11-year-old child that we are actively trying to find. I urge your viewers and I urge all of you to please continue to do what you have done. The success that we have located, identified the victim, again, is a result of all the viewers and citizens calling in these tips over the last several hours or 24 hours. Please, if you have any information that leads to where this vehicle is, please call 311. If you actively see this vehicle with this license plate, please call 911. The vehicle, again, has a unique sticker on the back that says Mr. Express. You can see that on the right back windshield. I do want to share, we do have some tips that are coming in.
Guys, let me ask y'all again. Is it jumping on y'all end? Because I'm looking at my drop frames and what's up, Michelle? You say it's your first time catching me live. I appreciate you being here. Is it jumping on y'all end? Because I see my drop frames are going up real high. Is it jumping on y'all end? Is it look like that it's jumping? Or has it jumped? And I know y'all gonna get a delay. Is it jumping or has it jumped on y'all end? Because I wonder why is it doing this. Hey, Dog Pro, hey, sweetie, what's going on? So it's not jumping? Why the fuck is it going? Okay, well, y'all please let me know if it does, all right? Sorry.
Any viewers live in the Sacramento or Fresno area, please be on the lookout for this vehicle. Also, any viewers in the southern or central Utah area, please be on the lookout for this vehicle. We're getting a variety of tips. He does have connections in Mexico. So again, any routes that would lead through Arizona or California into Mexico, again, please keep your eye out for the 11-year-old. Again, please share all this information, all the viewers, please share the post. The amount of eyes that we can get would benefit this investigation. We are still manning a 24-hour tip line. That number is 702-828-3521, and we have started a second line of 702-828-2907. With that, I'll take a couple questions, but again, I'm still keeping a lot of things very close to the chest in this investigation. Sean?
Great. Amber Alerts, very rare, of course. Can you please stress why Amber Alerts are very rare, why people should be paying attention right now?
They are very rare, and right now we are doing everything that we can to locate.
Now that person asked a good question. What up, Brian? They asked a good question. They said, hey, Jesse, what's going on? And you're absolutely right. They asked a damn important question. They said Amber Alerts are so rare. And I know that's one of the things that a lot of people were saying about the Amari case. I seen a lot of people talking about the Amber Alerts. Why are the Amber Alerts are so rare now? That is a good question. You know, you hardly ever see Amber Alerts now. Why is that? And we're going to see what the cop what he says about this.
The 11-year-old child, Eden, and we want to locate him alive. We know that he was last with his father, and we now know that is in the same time frame that we have discovered the body of his half-brother. So I can't urge the importance of this Amber Alert, and again, it's going to be a multi-state Amber Alert just because we need to locate him. Brianna?
When Jose picked up Eden and the 8-year-old, can you say if it was like a normal custody exchange, or is this like a parental kidnapping situation?
It is not a parental kidnapping situation. He's the biological father of both children, and it's not uncommon for him to take both children for weekends. In the back.
Did the mother or anybody share any kind of relationship details that might give you an indication whether there was danger or is danger here?
I'm not going to get into the specifics of that, but there was nothing that indicated there was no alarming details prior to this that would have caused any serious alarms, but I'm not going to get any more specific than that. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
I'll be sending out the attachments.
All right, guys. Again, thanks to TK. You changed your name. It's what you change your name to? Well, y'all know who TK is. Y'all know who it is. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but it's T Keelani. That's how you say it. I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyway, guys, like I said, this story is fresh, and thanks to TK for sending me this story. So I seen some of y'all responding to the Amber Alert, and I guess that's how it worked. You know, I don't know how it worked from state to state, but they do have description of the vehicle. He do. They did play description of. Hey, guys, they did play description of the vehicle that they have. I think they were saying, though, if they don't have a vehicle or anything like, no, I don't know, because down here in Tennessee, if they have a tag place or anything, they'll tell you what the tag place is or whatnot. So I don't know how Child Amber Alert works. I have no idea how this shit works, you know, but we do have a young man who was found dead. Now they're looking for the other man, and now they're looking for the father as well, because he was the father of the young man who was found dead or whatnot. Now, I seen somebody in the chat room saying custodial battle. Usually with these kind of stories, that's what it is, a custodial battle. I don't know, you know, but that usually what it turns out to be. It's a situation like that for a battle of custody. But we'll just have to see how this story plays out, and what's going to happen afterwards. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let me see if I type it in. Wait a minute. That's not what I want. Let's see. And I'm going to type in this dad name. Let me type in his name and see what comes up. We do have an update. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. 19 minutes ago. We have an update. Yes. We have an update. That's rare that I get an update during the show. We have an update. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. They have canceled the search for the missing boy and the father near Las Vegas, and it says right here. Las Vegas police have canceled a request to find the 11-year-old boy and his biological father. The endangered person search was issued Saturday morning after the body was found by a hiker near Las Vegas. Authorities said the boy's mom identified the body as her 8-year-old son after seeing a police sketch. The younger boy and the 11-year-old had both been missing. Last seen with their biological father earlier the week. They both might possibly be in severe emotional distress and in need of medical assistance. An alert from authorities asserted there has been no update from the police on where they were located or what condition they are in. Police say both boys were last seen with their biological father, Jose Montez, on Thursday night. It was around 12 hours later that a child body was found near the trailhead on the State Route 160, the main roadway between Las Vegas and Pahrump. Both Jose and his son Eden were last seen on May the 27th. That's not saying much. The endangered person search was issued Saturday morning after the body was found. Authorities say the boy's mom identified the body. I've seen the police sketch. The younger boy and the 11-year-old had both been seen missing last week. They both might possibly be in severe emotional distress and in need of medical assistance. Wait a minute. This is not saying anything, though. We know all this. They have canceled a request to find the 11-year-old boy and his biological father. The endangered person search was issued Saturday morning after the body was found Friday by a hiker near Las Vegas, Nevada, near Las Vegas. And it goes on to say that the boy mom identified the body of the 8-year-old son after seeing a police sketch. The younger boy and the 11-year-old had both been missing, last seen with their biological father earlier in the week. They both might be possibly be in severe emotional distress and in need of medical assistance. An alert from authorities read Saturday. There has been no update from the police on where they were located or what condition they are in. But okay, what is this the same thing? Let's see.
I just want to quickly recap on why we're here this morning.
Okay, I just played that. Guys, I guess they saying they being found, but they not releasing the condition they being found in. What the fuck? Police, they canceled the search. Okay, I'm lost. I'm really lost. Because when I read this, it's pretty much saying damn near everything I just read, y'all. So what the fuck? What the fuck am I missing? Okay, did they find them or what the fuck? Did they find them or what? Okay, the only thing I'm saying is they both might possibly be in severe emotional distress and in need of medical assistance. An alert from authorities. I don't know. Okay, while we on live stream right now, any of y'all who in Las Vegas, y'all help me out with this. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck they talking about right here. I don't know what they talking about. Y'all saying y'all cancel. If y'all cancel it, y'all have found them. Or y'all have found them dead. Dominic Holmes said Amber Alerts are sent in vehicle abductions. Four things must be a current pick, name and age, car type or plate, and last known location. Night Owl, what's going on, Night Owl? I'm confused. It's not on the. I don't know. I just typed in the man's name and that's what came up. So I don't know what the hell this is all about. I don't know what the hell. It's not saying much. Let me try it again. Hold on. And now this was 25 minutes ago. Oh. I think I just found something. Hold on, let's see. I think I just found something. Hold on. I may have just found something. Let's see what this says. If y'all can see this, if y'all can see this, it says the brother father found safe. Las Vegas police say after identified the boy found dead Friday. Now, what does this say? The missing person alert issued for the 11-year-old Eden Montez and his biological father on Saturday morning has been canceled and marked as located. Okay, so they have found them. They have found them. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police say they identified an 8-year-old boy found dead near a trailhead west of the valley on Friday morning. Issued a missing person alert for the boy's brother. Lieutenant Ray Spencer said a mother saw the sketch. But I'm not gonna read all this shit. Okay, we already know that the mother has made a positive identification on the sketch. Police then learned that Jose, 37, Las Vegas resident, and the father of both boys had picked them up from their homes Thursday evening. So he picked them up. He was last seen driving while a white 2015 GMC pickup with Nevada, Las Vegas license plate. Police earlier said the boy was the victim of an obvious homicide, but did not release information about how he was killed. Now we get somewhere. We are doing everything that we can to locate the 11-year-old. Okay, they going into details. No low alarming details. They still trying to identify the boy. We have a tremendous amount of resources working on the case right now. All right, guys. So, all right, they have been found. All right. Look like updates is going as I'm doing this broadcast, and I guess updates gonna be going for the rest of the day. So, y'all in Las Vegas, if you ain't got my email and you want to help continue with this story, let me put my email over here. That's my email right there. So y'all want to keep up with updates in this story. Y'all want to share information with me that you find. This was 33 minutes ago that they saying it was posted 33 minutes ago. So yeah, they're gonna be email right there. We're gonna keep updates on what's going on with this story. And I thank you again, TK, for sending me this story. And for the people in Las Vegas who's in the chat room right now, I think a couple of y'all in the surrounding areas are popping up in the chat room now. Thank y'all for showing y'all support for this young man. And we need to get down to what led to this, why this young man right here is dead, what is really going on here, and is it really a custody battle? What's the hell is going on here? With this story. So as always, guys, stay tuned with stories like these. Also, I want to catch up on a story too, and I'm not going to do it right now, but I also want to catch up on a story that I first brought to y'all attention. There's a young man who's 13 years old, 14 years old, by the name of Aiden Fucci, whatever his name is, and he killed that girl down there. And I'm trying to remember by heart. I guess he got a mental problem. He said he was going to kill somebody, and he ended up stabbing that girl like 114 times. His name is Aiden Fucci, and I'm going to do an update on that when I get a chance. At first I said when I did the story that I thought it was jealousy because he liked the girl, but I think it's more to it than just that. You know, I think the boy just psycho, whatever the case may be. He just fucking psycho. I don't know, but we'll get into that. But however, though, let's see what I want to bring up real quick. Oh yes, yeah, this is what I want to bring up. Hey, y'all just give me a minute. I'm gonna bring up something we talked about earlier. And while I'm trying to get this together, I want everybody, please have a safe holiday Monday in case I don't see y'all again. I didn't know. Time moves so fast. I did not know we got a holiday coming up. This is crazy. This is crazy. I did not know we had a holiday was Monday. That's how fast time is moving. I did not know a holiday was Monday. So yes, please be safe out there. With all this fuck shit going on, please be safe out there. Okay. Oh, CC New Orleans shared my video. That's why y'all coming on up in there. Well, thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank you. That's where y'all coming from. All right, guys. Y'all remember we spoke earlier about, they say they have found
This is a developing story out
15 children remains at a former BC residential school. And I think this is out of Canada. And we're going to end the show with this. This is fucking amazing. You know, 215 children bodies found, remains found. Wow. Whew. Let's listen.
As a developing story out of British Columbia, a First Nation says the remains of more than 200 children have been located, buried on the site of a former residential school. In fact, the largest residential school in the entire national network from the time. Laura McQuillan has the details we have so far on this. Laura?
Heather, we learned this yesterday from a press release from the Te Kamloops Dese Wet'suwet'en First Nation in Kamloops. Our colleagues in Vancouver have spoken with them as well, and what we've heard is that they say a survey of the grounds of the former Kamloops Indian residential school site, which you see there on your screen, the survey has uncovered the remains of 215 children buried there. They say this in this media release, telling us that they hired a specialist in ground penetrating radar who carried out this survey of the site. And they say that those missing children were as young as 3 years old, and that to their knowledge, these deaths were undocumented up until this point. The First Nations chief, Cookpee Roseanne Casimir, told our colleagues in Vancouver that these findings are preliminary and that the specialist is going to provide them a report sometime next month. At this point, we don't have any more details about who that specialist is or the methods that they used, but the First Nation says that they're working with the BC Coroner's Service on this. They say they're also contacting the home communities of students who went to the residential school, and they're trying to find any records of these children's deaths, and they're working with museums on trying to do that. We have also reached out to the BC Coroner's Service, but we're waiting to hear back at this point.
The statement itself that you referenced, Laura, it does mention this is developing. There's a lot more study to come here. But what do we know about this former school and the children who attended it?
Yeah, we don't know too much at this point about the identities of these bodies where these remains we are hearing have been found. But what we have been told by the First Nation is that there could have been some 500 students from across BC and further beyond at the school at any one time. And it was one of the largest schools in the residential school system. It was run by the Catholic Church from 1890 through to 1969. Then the federal government took it over, ran it as a day school until it closed in 1978. We have seen a response from the federal government to this yesterday. We saw a tweet from Indigenous Services Minister Mark Miller, who said that he's been in touch with Casimir, the chief of this First Nation. You see the tweet on your screen there, offering the government's support. And as you mentioned, Heather, right now, a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. We've heard from the First Nation some details, but they haven't yet laid out what the next steps in this process might be. But they say they plan to give updates as it moves along.
Laura, thank you. And you'll be watching that for us, I know. Laura McQuillan.
So this goes to show you that it's not, this stuff not will of Charlie Hunt. Charlie Hunt said many former students have said over the years that they believe children were killed at their school. This goes to show y'all, this just don't happen in the United States. This shit is worldwide. This shit is worldwide. You know? And again, TK, I want you to understand, when you sent me this and I saw your emails, this pretty much instantly popped up across my phone on this thing that a lot of people got now called Newsbreak. And I said, 215 children remains found. My goodness, what the hell? You know? So it showed this shit is worldwide. It ain't just United States. It's worldwide. And this shit getting deeper and deeper. You know? And again, I really don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I know a lot of y'all out there do conspiracy theorists, and I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this shit. What the fuck is really going on here? 215. And as a matter of fact, I want to do this separate. I'm going to play this again, and I'm going to, how can I do this? Can I do it like this? Is it recording? Yes, it is recording. So I want to play this again because I want to upload this as a separate video. So guys, y'all don't mind. I want to play this one more damn time. Jesus Christ. And guys, thank y'all so much for joining me for this. Oh my goodness. My God. Wow. Let's do it again. And y'all loving this. Please get that thumbs up for your boy. Jesus Christ.
The developing story out of British Columbia, a First Nation, says the remains of more than 200 children have been located, buried on the site of a former residential school. In fact, the largest residential school in the entire national network from the time. Laura McQuillan has the details we have so far on this. Laura?
Heather, we learned this yesterday from a press release from the Kamloops Dese Wet'suwet'en First Nation in Kamloops. Our colleagues in Vancouver have spoken with them as well, and what we've heard is that they say a survey of the grounds of the former Kamloops Indian residential school site, which you see there on your screen, the survey has uncovered the remains of 215 children buried there. They say this in this media release, telling us that they hired a specialist in ground penetrating radar who carried out this survey of the site. And they say that those missing children were as young as 3 years old, and that to their knowledge, these deaths were undocumented up until this point. The First Nations chief, Cookpee Roseanne Casimir, told our colleagues in Vancouver that these findings are preliminary and that the specialist is going to provide them a report sometime next month. At this point, we don't have any more details about who that specialist is or the methods that they used, but the First Nation says that they're working with the BC Coroner's Service on this. They say they're also contacting the home communities of students who went to the residential school, and they're trying to find any records of these children's deaths, and they're working with museums on trying to do that. We have also reached out to the BC Coroner's Service, but we're waiting to hear back at this point.
The statement itself that you referenced, Laura, it does mention this is developing. There's a lot more study to come here. But what do we know about this former school and the children who attended it?
Yeah, we don't know too much at this point about the identities of these bodies where these remains we are hearing have been found. But what we have been told by the First Nation is that there could have been some 500 students from across BC and further beyond at the school at any one time. And it was one of the largest schools in the residential school system. It was run by the Catholic Church from 1890 through to 1969. Then the federal government took it over, ran it as a day school until it closed in 1978. We have seen a response from the federal government to this yesterday. We saw a tweet from Indigenous Services Minister Mark Miller, who said that he's been in touch with Casimir, the chief of this First Nation. You see the tweet on your screen there, offering the government's support. And as you mentioned, Heather, right now, a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. We've heard from the First Nation some details, but they haven't yet laid out what the next steps in this process might be. But they say they plan to give updates as it moves along.
Laura, thank you. And you'll be watching that for us, I know. Laura McQuillan.
All right, guys, that was courtesy of CBC News. So I'm guessing that stands for Canadian Broadcasting, whatever that stands for. And we have a Canadian in here. Charlie Hunt said he's Canadian. Charlie, if you don't mind, I would love to bring you on the show. Not today, but I would love to bring you on the show. And you would like to speak on this. I'll be interested in learning about this, because this is crazy. And guys, these probably bodies from like years ago. It's probably not fresh bodies. These probably bodies from years ago that they just not discovering. You know, so it's a lot of sick shit going on around here. Hey, lady, what's going on? It's a lot of sick shit going on around here. You know, he said look up residential schools in Canada. I think I'm gonna do that. Probably when I go to work tonight, when I get some downtime, I'm going to look up residential school in Canada. And Charlie Hunt. Hey, Sarah, how you doing, honey? Out there from Australia. You always showing me love. Thank you. Yeah, Charlie, honey, if you would love, I would love to bring you on and speak to me and bring some awareness to this. What's really going on down there in Canada, and how long this has been going on. 215 bodies, and they're probably going to find more. They're probably going to find more. You said closed in 1978. Okay, so they are old bodies, but the thing that they found these bodies, period, 215. That's a lot of damn bodies, and children bodies. That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of fuck shit going on. It reminded me of a story that I did a long time ago about this guy named let me see if my mind gonna click. Alfred Kinsey, I think that's his name. Or it's Alfred McKenzie, something like that. It's Alfred something. And I think the story, what he would do, I think he was somewhat of a pedophile. And he would record grown-ups having sex with children. Some shit like that. And he will watch these people have sex with these children until they pass out or some shit like that. It's a long time ago when I did this story. Sick fuck. He was a sick fuck. It just reminded me when I did that story about that man, who would sit up there and watch that shit, so it's crazy, So pedophilia, it goes way back. It goes way back. It ain't just happening. A lot of this shit goes way back. And it just, I guess back then, it wasn't just noticed or it went unnoticed. Back then, a lot of people didn't talk about it. But, so it ain't just, this shit ain't just new, man. This shit been going on way back. But I look up Alfred, let me see, it's Alfred Kinsey. I think that's his name, Alfred Kinsey. Let me see. Yep, he was a sexologist, and I'll type his name up in there. That's his name right there, and he did all kind of shit, so it's crazy as hell. And I think it's actually a movie about him as well. If I find it, I'll probably check it out myself. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me for this. And as always, guys, we have to stay tuned for the update about this young man, and we'll see what's really going on with this story. You got New Orleans accent? I tell you what, email me CC Orleans, and Google got this thing now. You can actually video chat with each other on emails now. I think that is so fucking awesome. You can email me, and I will chat with you. And yeah, we South. I think we South, so they call us country bumpkins a lot of time when we talk. I know a couple of people had called me that before. They call me a country bumpkin, But I think Gmail now it's called Meet or something like that, and you actually can video chat with each other. I think you can bring a lot of people up in there too, and we all can have a fucking great time talking, And that's probably what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start adding a lot of you in the emails if y'all want to now. And a lot of y'all in the email who like to share stories and stuff, and who want me to talk about it, and we can start doing stories that way And I think they would be pretty awesome, you know, to help bring awareness to a lot of these stories that are going unnoticed, you know, and you know, crazy stuff like that. Because I know my man Just Jay over there at the AFC podcast, you know, a lot of stories he bring up, I don't hear about them, and he does great work over there. You know, he's bigger than me, you know, but you know, hey, but it is what it is. He does great work over there as well, you know, and I want you to understand the reason I don't do a lot of streams like I used to, because again, with this new job that I do, and then plus working another job, it's crazy trying to do these stories with y'all. But you know, y'all just keep sending them. You just never know which story may pop up on the map, you know. So you know, it's crazy. Oh, Lady D from New Orleans. That's right. You sure is New Orleans bound in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. Take care of yourself and each other. TK, keep me updated with this story. Or anybody who down in Las Vegas, y'all keep me updated with what's going on with this story now that I'm interested. And I want to come and do a story by Aiden Fucci. I want to do that. And I do want to talk about that Cash story, but I think I'm getting so far behind with this story, I might not be able to do it, because they saying that guy, he's claiming that's not him in the video. And I think that brother, that boy, I think he got something to do with it too. I'm sorry. I told y'all when I first heard about this story, I believe that's the inside job with that boy. That boy who got taken out of his home and was found on the road down there in Dallas. I believe that's an inside job. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I believe that's an inside job. I believe that brother had something to do with it. And I think that crackhead ass, whoever that lady, whoever that was, I believe she's in on it too. Cause that story just sound fishy from the beginning. Somebody's all of a sudden just go break in the house and take this boy and just kill him. And for what? So I think all of them suspect. Every last one of them. But if I get a chance to do with it, I do my due diligence and my research and find out what's going on. All right. But until then, guys, again, if I don't see y'all before the holiday, please have a safe holiday. And remember, children lives matter. Y'all take care.